good win for us. This time of year, you just try to continue to stack wins. I gotta give Champerno and Northern Illinois a lot of credit to be down a guy and to come out and compete that way, and DeCoit when his injury and those guys that continue to play and fight and compete says a lot about their team and their character. So give them a lot of credit. But it's a good win for us to be able to continue to stack wins and continue to stay in this race and try to compete for something that's been we've talked about since we came here as a group. So really proud of these guys, their effort. P was monster inside once he warmed up to the fight after the first 4 minutes. Obviously was a force with his stat line, and Mickey just continues to be Mickey and do what he does, and really made an impact. Has really impacted winning in a lot of different ways that sometimes don't really show up here in the numbers. So good win, and we can take a day off and get prepared for Western Michigan.
Hey, Coach, the wins are starting to stack up, getting a lot of attention around the state. I mean, and all the other media markets around here. What do you say to these fans and that are around the state that are looking at this program? They're saying, "Man, that's a good place. That's a good place."
Well, I think just because of our platform, and I don't think it's necessarily right, but because of our platform and the fact that we get to play on TV and people write about us and talk about us, I think you can really make an impact on a university and a community, because you start watching Ball State basketball, and we get some headlines, and you start sniffing around Ball State and everything that this university and community has and can provide. You get eyeballs on the university. We got some unbelievable faculty here doing great things. We got some great students that are accomplishing some great things, and so hopefully us having a program that people want to watch can open up some opportunities and shed some light to the rest of the university.
Mickey, I think that was your 4th straight double-digit scoring game and your first double-double since the Erlang game. I don't know, talk about your comfortability right now, because it just seems like you're getting better and better with every time out.
Yeah, I'll just say I'm just trying to stay consistent, like Coach said. Just keep doing me, just keep doing what's got me here. So just keep being aggressive, just keep competing, keep showing up to practice, just doing the same thing I'm doing, just being consistent.
How would you describe your role? Because you talked about you embracing it before, but someone asked on the radio today, like, you're sort of an unsung hero, but how would you describe how you fit into this starting 5 in this team?
I feel like I'm just kind of like a guy that just brings all type of things. I can switch 1 through 4, switch on 2 guards. I can rebound. I bring energy, try to bring toughness too. So just all of those things.
Easy.
All of those things contribute to winning.
You guys ended the first half and started the second half with a scoring run. Just how important is it to have the momentum in those moments?
Well, I'm not sure we win the game without it. We got to build a 10-point lead heading into half right there at the end. I think when we pushed out to 17 or something with the largest, 17. So that was good. We had some moments there late. We got to be able to put a game away. You get a lead like that there at the under 4, and really the only way they're going to catch up is if you turn the ball over and give up threes. Now, we didn't turn the ball over, but we gave up 4 threes that were there were some tough shots, but we were there, but you can't just be there. You have to make them miss. You got to take them away. You got to force them to play inside the line. And so, we can grow from that. But our efficiency offensively, we shot 52% for the game. They had some different lineups in there, switching from man to zone. I thought we handled it all pretty well and attacked it pretty efficiently.
Hey, Coach, you're obviously the party planner. It's Valentine's Day. It's the McDonald's story has kind of made it all around. I mean, I saw the wife here talking to
I got in
ESPN.
trouble for that.
I think she might have even corrected you, maybe with ESPN.
It is a true story, but I didn't. She was mad because I didn't tell the whole story. So I actually played in an All-Star game here at Worthen Arena, actually, and I didn't know I was going to marry her back then, but she'd been my best friend since 4th grade, and I had gotten invited to play in this game, and we also had prom, and so I told the organizers of the event I would play in the event if they could get me home for prom. So I flew her. She got to fly in a private plane that night. You know, a couple seniors in high school in a private plane, but we were running behind, so we did swing through McDonald's, but we ate it at my house on a real plate. You know, we didn't just eat it on the wrapper, so we made it as good as we could. But we did. I took her to McDonald's for our prom, and so we've 20 plus years of marriage and still hanging in there. So I took her to Riverside Cafe today, so we took a big step up.
Well, Coach, I mean, it is Valentine's Day, and I mean, she was here with you. How did this date night on the court compare to that McDonald's?
Ooh, that's a tough question. You're setting me up. I thought, you know, both were good. We won. I call them wins on both nights. We'll take it. We'll take it. That's a scary question. I'm gonna leave that alone. I got in trouble last night. But P's got a big date, I think. You got a big date tonight?
No, I'm good.
Peyton, you had a kind of momentum shifting charge around the 4-minute mark at the end of the game. And you also fouled out Crump on that play. How important do you think that was?
It was a momentum, booster. I think it was a real big play. I mean, we were giving them points back-to-back time. I feel like it was just a play I needed to make, so that you just turn it around and we can win the game.
Peyton, how were you able to kind of like shake off that rough start to the game, because to make a play like that, and obviously the numbers will speak for themselves?
I just got to tell myself it was a long game. Just got to keep playing hard and just be the player you're supposed to be. That's what I just tell myself, and just keep making plays.
And Coach, last time out against this team, I think you out-rebounded them 43-29, and was it 41-30 today? Something about this matchup that you feel like this team has had an advantage inside?
Well, no, I think that's, a staple. That we want to be a good rebounding team. We want to want to win the turnover game, the free throw game, the rebound game every time we step out. I think our offensive rebounding has kind of slacked a little bit as of late, so it's a little point of emphasis. And our guys responded, pretty well. We got 15 second chance points is pretty big. So, which is good. You want to continue to be growing at this time of year, even though you're this far along, because everyone in this league, or the 8 teams that get to go to Cleveland, are all building to try to play their best basketball in Cleveland.
With a guy like Mickey, I mean, Peyton obviously looks like a guy who can get 16 rebounds, but Mickey seems to always be skying high for tough ones. I heard you say go up with 2 hands, and it seemed like he did after that. I don't know, what do you think makes him so effective with rebounding the ball?
I think he just, we talk about sometimes, like, try to be great at the things that take no talent, the things that you can control. And, rebounding, although I believe there's some skill involved, rebounding is a lot about heart and effort. You've got to be willing to put your body in there. You've got to be willing to be physical. You got to be willing to go every time on the offensive end. You got to be willing to hit somebody on the defensive end. So there's a level of toughness and physicality involved, but there's got to be a whole lot of want to be able to get it done. And I think Mickey, both these guys have a whole lot of want to.
Mickey, also looking at just the numbers from last year, this year, I mean, efficiency across the board is kind of drastically improved. How did you work in the off season, or even just earlier this season, to kind of be a guy who's shooting 50% from the field, 35 from 3, and over 70% from the free throw line?
Just getting in the gym every day, perfecting my craft, working hard. It's something that I do every day. So like I was talking about earlier, just consistency, just trying to do the things that get me better.
NIU wouldn't quit, and they kind of kept chipping away at the lead, but you guys continuously answered. How are you able to survive?
Well, like I said, you got to give Rashawn and that team a lot of credit. They just kept fighting, kept coming. And when undermanned and a guy gets banged up during the game, and I don't think they would have won 7 to 10 games coming into this. And I think he's building a program there that you're going to have to be ready for. He's got he's a tough guy. demands a lot of the things I'm sure we demand in our program, and he's got them playing at a high level, and I think that's why they're in the position that they're in our league. And our guys are competing. Like I said, we talked about before, we've laid one egg, but these guys have competed pretty consistently, throughout the season, and they've earned the right to have a year like this. And so, from a coach, you couldn't be prouder of what they've accomplished, but you're also trying to push and prod to try to get more out there because, I think there's some more in there that we can get, and I hope we haven't played our best basketball yet.
Yeah, you mentioned that one leg and the one egg, and since then you got that 6 straight wins. How are you able to overcome that game and turn around?
Well, we got guys with character. You watch that film, and if you got any type of competitiveness, any like you respect yourself, you respect your teammates, you care about the program. It doesn't take much. You watch that and you realize what you put out there. You got a little fight to you. You're going to respond, and these guys have. And so, I knew that. I felt like we had some character in this team, and they just reaffirmed that with the run that we've made.
Peyton, you and Mickey were not the starting front court pair to start the season. Obviously, you guys look like you kind of figured it out. So, how has your guys' chemistry kind of evolved since you got into the starting lineup?
Well, our chemistry's always been there, so, him coming off the bench and stuff, but, he's been perfecting his role, coming in and starting. He's just been giving us energy, effort plays. He's just, he's the glue guy of the team. Him and DJ, I would say, and they just make great plays, and Mickey makes great plays for us. That helps us.
I think Mickey, and also how do you starting alongside Peyton kind of, I guess got used to each other?
Like he said, we've been kind of used to each other, been playing off each other, but ever since I moved into the starting lineup, it's just grown. We just get more comfortable with each other, game in, game out. So just kind of feed off his double teams, and he seems to find me. So